Hi, friends. This is the introduction to your third paper, which will be a reflection about one of your mentors. You can think of it as a word portrait of your mentor because your goal for this paper is to make your mentor's personality come alive for the reader through your words. So, for this paper, your goal is to write about your mentor in such a way that your reader can understand what makes that person so special to you. Make me love him or her as much as you do. Show off your snapshots, your thought shots, and exploding a moment skills by bringing your mentor to life for me. I want to see, hear, touch, and even smell this person through your writing. I'm not interested in tasting them, but if they make great food, I'd love to taste that. So, how do you define mentor? Let me give you my definition because you can't really tell me yours right now. It's okay if you work from your own definition as well. I define a mentor as anyone who has a positive and influential impact on my life. I would include a variety of types of relationships, even between friends, as meeting the definition of a mentor. You may define it a little different. Many students like a narrower version of mentor than I do, and that's fine. Who are some famous mentors you can think of? I came up with a list of TV, movie, and literature mentors. Maybe you can think of some others that I may have missed. First, we have the two famous wizards, Gandalf and Dumbledore. And we could probably classify Yoda as a famous wizard too, in his own way. You also have people like Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid, the teacher from the Dead Poets Society who got all the kids to recite poetry while standing on their desks, Mary Poppins, Coach Carter, Ben Parker from Spider-Man, Charles Xavier from X-Men. I would even include Haymitch from the Hunger Games. And of course, in this picture, I have Wonder Woman's badass aunt who taught her how to fight. I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Maybe you can come up with somebody for me. Sometimes students struggle to choose a mentor for this assignment. I've created this list of possible categories of people who fall into mentorship roles. They could be parents, family members, teachers, coaches, friends, someone who has taught you a lot about your hobbies or interests, someone from your church, someone you work with. I particularly like to read about unconventional mentors. So I have this example of Stranger Things, the character Steve, who ends up thrown into a mentorship role with Dustin, helping him to, have a cool hairstyle and coming to his rescue. I've also written about my sister, who's younger than me. Sometimes reluctant or unexpected mentors are really fun and interesting to write about. Formatting and logistics are always the same for your reflection assignments. 2 pages, double space, 12-point font with a badass title and submitted as a PDF before Sunday. As always, I have a number of examples that you can read titled My Mini Memoirs, filed under the course documents on Moodle. I've written about Barb, my high school English teacher, Roger, my dissertation advisor, my mom, my aunt, and my sister. These mentor pieces are some of my favorites that I've ever written because I was able to share them with my mentors, and they made my mentors feel special and loved. It was like a gift to them. So here's an excerpt from Crystal Magic about my Aunt Kelly, and I'll read it out loud. Kelly is digging through her purse, looking for money to buy popcorn from the concession stand. She digs deeper into her bag of treasures, pushing aside a figurine of a turtle, and a Chinese fan, and a scarf the color of water at twilight. A sweet and spicy scent like lavender mixed with patchouli emanates from the depths of her bag. I notice a ticket stub for a concert slips out of her purse and lands on the smooth chunk of amethyst. Lands on the ground. My son peeks over her shoulder. She hands him the turtle and then a large, smooth chunk of amethyst, saying, "Will you hold these for me, sweetheart?" She continues to rifle through the purse. Sam holds the amethyst up to a patch of sunlight breaking through the shade of a tree, looking into its luminescent depths. From where I stand, it seems to glow. Then he examines the turtle. "Why do you have rocks and turtles in your purse?" He eyes her bag with curiosity. I'm sure he's comparing her capacious purse to my tiny, no-nonsense cross-body wallet. I rejected the edict that motherhood meant I had to carry the world on my shoulder, and rebelliously ended up with the smallest bag imaginable, just enough space for my phone, some credit cards, and some emergency lipstick. Kelly's bag of treasures must seem a mysterious novelty to him. "I keep them with me for protection," she answers Sam matter-of-factly. "You never know when you're going to need a protective stone. It's a good idea to keep a few of them with you at all times." She takes a smaller piece of hematite out of the bag and holds it in her palm, looking down on it before gripping it tightly. Holding a rock, or just keeping a rock in your pocket, can make you calm down, you know? Sam nods his head in agreement. She's speaking his language now. They keep me safe from the negative energy when I go with Great Papa and Great Mama to the doctor. Times like that are when it's most important to have your protection. When I ran the Iditarod with Mulder in my past life, even though it was isolated and scary out there on the ice, it was nothing compared to the toxic demons of the hospital. I can just feel all the trauma there. She opens a small coin purse with a silver clasp and pulls out some money. Here it is. She walks over to the concession stand, leaving a lingering aroma that might be rosemary behind her. Sam trails behind her. I notice a small black pebble nestled in the grass. I pick it up. It is smooth and oval-shaped. It fits coolly and snugly into my sweaty palm. My little purse isn't so small that this pebble can't fit in there. I slide the stone into a small center pouch, then zip it up securely. I watch Sam and Kelly at the concession counter and pat my purse. Some things are more precious than credit cards and cash. What kind of person do you think my Aunt Kelly is after reading this? I hope I made a good word portrait of her. Over the course of this week, you will watch a number of short videos of me talking at you. So plan for that. And as always, happy writing!